Hi there, it's your legal bestie, Attorney Price, and I'm super excited to bring to you guys another legal tips video where I'll be breaking down today what you need to do to legally launch and start your business the proper way so you can make sure that you're protected. The very first thing that I want you to do is to do a feasibility outline. This is what most consider to be a smaller version of your business plan, because you don't need a 50-page document outlining your business unless you have the time to do so. A feasibility guide is literally just a snapshot letting you know an outline of your mission, exactly what it is that you're stating out to do, either the products or services that your business is going to put out to your consumers or your clients, a little bit more information about your market, your target audience, but more importantly, a breakdown of your income, your expenses, or your cost of goods. This is really going to give you the original framework to make sure that what you are really getting ready to launch is actually feasible or not. So I want you to do a feasibility guide before you do anything else before you launch. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. So you've done your feasibility guide. You know for a fact that the services or the products that you're getting ready to launch are going to blow up, okay? You're about to make that money, but we want to make sure that you're legally protected when you do so. So the very first thing that I want you to do is I want you to determine what is going to be the best business entity for your industry, for the type of services and or products that you are going to be engaged in. For example, if you have a social equity portion of your business, it may be more beneficial to you to start a nonprofit. Or if you know that you're getting ready to become a client service provider and you're going to be doing business completely on your own, it may make more sense to start a limited liability company, also known as an LLC. You might be a graphic designer and you're getting ready to start an agency and you're going to eventually continue to build up. So it may behoove you to not only be an LLC, but convert that LLC over into an S Corp for tax purposes. Or you might be getting ready to start a very large e-commerce business and you have multiple partners and you want to start a C corporation. I want you to make sure that you at least have a very bare minimum understanding of what each business entity entails, so that you're not just starting a business entity because you heard someone else online say that you needed an LLC. That particular business entity may not make sense for your industry, for your future growth and what you intend to build. So I want you to do a little due diligence here. I'll also provide some more information on a breakdown of each business entity for you. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to, once you've determined what your business name is going to be, we're going to go ahead and do our 3-piece check. We're going to make sure that that name is available from a ULR perspective. We're going to make sure that it's available on social media sites, but most importantly, you are going to go to the uspto.gov site and you're going to do a TESS quick trademark search and ensure that the business name that you are intending to start your brand on your business on, is not something that potentially is going to infringe on another person's legal rights, okay? A TSS search is very simple. If you need guidance on how to do that, I have another video as well where I break down how to do a proper search. Once you do that 3-part test and you notice that it's available and you notice that, okay, somebody may be using it from a URLR perspective, but it's completely different than the type of industry or business that you're getting ready to start, that's okay. But you definitely want to make sure that at minimum that it is available from a USPTO perspective, and we can tweak around from a URL name perspective, because remember, a URL/domain name is literally just your internet address. It's just just like you have a physical address on the street, that is your business's address on the internet streets. A trademark, which is what we search with the USPTO, is how we know from a federal perspective that our business name isn't infringing upon anybody else. Ensuring that we go through and make sure that there are no social media sites is because somebody may have been getting ready to started their social media but not fully launched, and so you just want to know what type of competitors or potential infringers are already out there before you even move forward. Once we've done our 3-part test, we know what business entity that we're getting ready to start. We've done our due diligence and we know that it's available across that first 3-prong test. I want you to then, your third step is you're actually going to then secure your business entity through your Secretary of State. Now I understand it might be a little difficult and you're like, hey, I'm busy. I don't have the time to set up my business entity myself. There's services out there, Price Law files entities on your behalf. But if you are a single member LLC, I really would behoove you to go to your Secretary of State and look at the articles of incorporation, because I promise you it's something that you can file on your own and don't need assistance. But if you do, I also have a guide that walks you through how to file as well. Once you've secured your business entity and it's formed with your Secretary of State, then you're going to secure your employee identification number, also known as an EIN number, and this is pretty much your business's social security number. So moving forward, anytime there's business documents that you have to fill out, you're going to use your EIN instead of your personal social security number. This is also how you begin to build business credit as well. Next thing that I want you to do is if you are starting a business with multiple members or multiple partners, at this point in the business, I need you to listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. I need you to execute what we call an operating agreement. An operating agreement is literally just a document that outlines how you and the other owners of the business are going to conduct yourselves from a responsibilities perspective, from a roles perspective. You're going to outline if there's been any capital contributions. You're going to outline what everybody's percentage of ownership is. You're also, which is really key, you're going to outline how you should dissolve, how you allow members to withdraw if they do choose to, what are your buyout options. You do not want to enter into a business relationship from an ownership perspective in a business without having an operating agreement, because if you don't have an operating agreement and there is an issue, the judge is going to go by the standard rules and not what you have decided amongst your business. You may have put in way more money or way more sweat equity, and you want to make sure that that is strategically outlined so that your ownership actually reflects that, and you do that through an operating agreement. Once you've executed your operating agreement, we can move on to the fun stuff, okay? It's called cha-ching, cha-ching. You're going to start putting your business in the atmosphere to actually make money. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our business formation document, we're going to take that EIN letter that we got from the IRS, we're going to the bank so that we can secure a business bank account. One of the main reasons why this is critical in legally starting your business is because having a separate business account is what allows you to shield yourself from personal liability in addition to having your business entity filed. So we want to make sure that we're not using our personal funds. We want to make sure that we're not using personal accounts for our business endeavors. We want to make sure that we have set up a separate business account. That's how we pay employees. That's how we pay freelancers. And that's also how you're going to pay yourself so that you can keep accurate records. Now that you have your business account set up, your entity is fully set up, you are so good in the process of legally launching your business. Now we are going to do a little bit more due diligence, and we are going to sit and we're going to actually start your trademark filing, because you're ready to get out here and make sure that your brand is secured. Once your trademark is set up, you really want to take that marketing to another level. A little caveat here, one of the main reasons why we suggest that you want to go ahead and get your trademark done sooner than later is because as you begin to market and grow, your brand value grows. And so in doing so, you might potentially have a viral moment, and you don't want others to see your genius, notice that it's not protected, and jump on that before you get the opportunity to. So that's why at this point in the process, we really want to make sure that you're secured from an intellectual property perspective and that you own the genius that you're creating and putting out into the world. you've done your IP filing for your trademark, I really want you to sit down with an attorney and outline what type of contracts you need for your business. For example, if you are a service provider, you need to have a client service agreement. If you are a e-commerce business and you work with wholesalers, you want to make sure that you have an agreement outlining what the goods and the products that you'll be receiving consist of. And every single business owner, because we're going to need to hire freelancers, should have an independent contractor agreement on file, because you want to ensure that any type of IP or content that is created on your behalf is owned by you. Because a little fun fact here, most people don't know this, absent an agreement, the actual drafter, composer, and creator of any type of content retains ownership rights if there's not an agreement. So it's really, really imperative that you want to make sure that you're contracting with each and every individual that you're doing business with. So I hope this helps. A quick refresher on what you need to actually do to legally launch your business, so that you can make sure that you're actually not only set up to win, and set up to make sure that you're not putting yourself in the risk of potentially being sued because you haven't done your due diligence. Now that you're ready to legally launch, I wish you all the best in the world. If you have questions or need a little bit more guidance on anything that I've discussed, your Legal Bestie is here to help you. Sign up for a consultation, get the legal launch course. We have so many products and services available because we want to ensure that every single business owner feels like they're connected to wise counsel and they're not confused about the legal stuff. Thank you.